Today we're going to be making Tweetie Pie. What's a Tweetie Pie, you ask? Well, it's a dessert. It's a lemony dessert, and it's super creamy and dreamy and perfect for summer. And don't tell anyone, but it's vegan. Hello. My name is Stevie Lynn, and welcome to Food and Thoughts, where I make plant-based traditional foods, ferments, lots of things from scratch, lots of dishes that I create out of local seasonal food. I like to prove that you can be plant-based and a locavore all at the same time. Today I'm going to be broaching the topic of creativity in the kitchen. And I'm going to be so brief about it that I'm pretty much going to be thong bikini about it. That's how brief I'm going to be, like thong bikini brief. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing and hitting that bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, and it really supports me and I really appreciate that. I have to tell you that I did consider, because we're doing Tweetie Pie today, I considered going to the thrift store and buying like a pretty yellow dress. So I could be cheerful and like just super like housewifey and everything. But between all the major storms that we've been getting, and they really freak me out. I'm super afraid of storms. And the time, I just couldn't get my twit together. The storm was last night and I totally forgot to go see if we had any storm damage. That storm last night nearly shook the house. I say nearly because nothing shakes a log cabin. In the closet, me and Lila girl were hiding in the closet. In fact, I actually cleaned the closet. So I think I should go outside and check to see if there's any damage. Do you want to come along with me? Come on, let's go see. All seems to be good. There's just a few branches that are down. Mona passed out in the yard again. She mows our yard, and she's a mess, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what's wrong with her. Oh, she says blade. Oh, we gotta turn her off. Goodbye, Mona. Okay, let's see what's wrong with you. Oh, let's look at your undercarriage. You look fine, actually. Is your undercarriage just a little sore because you had a big night last night? Oh. Here is the culprit. Okay. You're all good, Mona. Let's get you right back upward and set you loose. Okay, to do your mow of shame. So this Tweetie Pie is inspired by the Arkansas Possum Pie, which my husband and I tried to find while we were on a road trip. We were on I-40 going through Arkansas. We were coming back from New Mexico. Lo and behold, we didn't find it, not along I-40. Like, we were hustling back. So I didn't get my possum pie, not at least on the road. So I had to make it. And if you want to know how it's made, I did do a video up there, I can't remember, but there was a video on one of these up there somewhere. It's not a vegan pie, but it's definitely vegetarian. It's not possum. Yeah, basically a possum pie is made with pecan crust and then a cream cheese layer, a sweetened cream cheese layer, and a very thick pumpkin pudding that's like a kind of ganache thick, and then whipped cream on top. So to make Tweetie Pie, I basically took that formula, but just instead of the chocolate pudding, I'm making a lemon curd, and instead of the pecan crust, I'm making an almond crust, and it's vegan. So it's actually quite changed in terms of ingredients, but it's the same formula. Isn't that a great template or formula for a pie? Like, think of all the possibilities. Raspberry and coconut, which is one of my favorites. I love raspberry and coconut. It's like a zinger. Butterscotch. You could add the butterscotch with the chocolate. Oh my gosh, that would be so good. That is one way that a creative life can begin in the kitchen. You learn a formula and then you plug in your own flavors. And then you do it again and again with like different flavors until you have a whole entourage of possum pie inspired pies. My first formula was scrambled eggs. You know, I was a latchkey Gen X kid and I would come home, like I was 12, you know, and I'd come home from junior high school and I would make some eggs. I'd put like half a stick of butter and cheese, and then, you know, and then I started experimenting with like mushrooms and salsa and all kinds of things. And that's basically how I learned to cook. And there you have it, the thong bikini thought. So in order to make Tweetie Pie, we are going to have to plan a couple days in ahead. So we have to make our cashew cream because this needs to ferment for about 24 hours. Look at that. Looks just like buttercream, huh? And we also have to put, like the night before we make it, we have to put some organic coconut milk. Like, you want to put this in the fridge because it's going to help the fatty solid part of the coconut separate from the liquid, and we need the fatty part for the whipped cream, and we need the liquid for the lemon curd. All right, let's get going. Okay, look at this. There's some lumps in it, but it's so good. Now, if you don't want to do the cultured cream, you can make cashew cream. You don't have to culture it. You could just add a few drops of lemon. Okay, so, well, this tastes good. I actually went a little bit too far in whipping this. It doesn't take long for it to start separating, and I was almost making butter. But I'm going to recommend a whipped cream that is really good. that you can buy instead of this. This is going to taste delicious. But what does it look like? I don't know. We'll get it pretty. We'll get it pretty. We'll get it there. Okay, she's pretty enough. We're gonna let her set up a little bit more in the fridge because she's a little jiggly. Nothing wrong with being jiggly. Yeah, I think you should use the store-bought whipped cream. The whipped cream is fine, but I was fooled. I was fooled by other food bloggers, expecting fluffiness. But then on closer examination, I realized they pipe it. They pipe it through an icing thingy. They pipe it. That's how they make it look fluffy. It's all smoke and mirrors. Oh, Michael! What? Come try the Tweetie Pie. Come on! Try the Tweetie Pie. Come on! Come on! Pie. It's vegan. It's vegan. Try the Tweetie Pie. Oh, it's so delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Is it? Oh, good. Okay. Yay.